It's Tracy time. Time for another moment with me, Tracy T. How the heck do you be? Oh my gosh, it feels like it's been an eternity since we have connected. I guess kind of it has, because it's been since Friday. How are y'all doing? What's going on in the land? We had a lunch that I worked through lunch on Monday, because it is what it is. You got to take care of business. And then I worked up till now. So I've been missing y'all. What's going on? What's good in the land? What do you know good? I sent a survey out so that we could decide together what we were going to talk about today. And I just got thumbs up. Hey, Adrian, listen, I will give you a call when this is when we're finished here live. I am looking forward to talking to you. How are y'all doing though? What's going on, Adrian? What are you eating for lunch today, or did you already eat lunch? Because it's 12 our time, 1 o'clock Eastern. But it puts me starting at 12. Actually, puts me in a little bit of a sweet spot for the West Coast because it's a little later in the morning for them. My friend, the beloved D Latch, that joins us from time to time, is out in the West Coast, and so it gives her, instead of us having coffee with her and lunch with us, it kind of puts us in a little bit better position. So, Adrian, you get first dibs. What do you want to talk about today? Because I know that there's a whole host of things. We can talk about this phenomenal voter turnout. We can talk about the amazing opportunity. Oh, you're eating Smoothie King. Yum. What kind of smoothie did you get? I want to hear all about it. And let me see. We could talk about, of course, the debate that's coming up tomorrow and the foolishness that has happened. We can talk about the I guess I'm starting to really shake up and rattle and roll some nerves of these demons, y'all, because I have yum mango ginger smoothie, delish. I have never before have received any kind of hate mail, and in the last week I have received not one but two emails that have, or messages in Messenger that have been less than positive. I posted one of them from that guy who was just disrespectful. Okay, so let's talk about that at first. You have a right, just like I have a right to my own opinion. You have a right to your own opinion. And I have already told everybody that is in the land who has heard anything from me ever that I don't need your validation. I'm not a parking sticker. I don't need to be validated by anybody, okay? God has validated me. I am grateful and blessed to be here and be made in his image. So I don't need anybody else to validate me. But for whatever reason, these people that are sending me messages now feel it is necessary, y'all, to share their opinion with me and then, make these derogatory statements to me, much in the way that that guy, I think his name was Rick McCauley. But here's the thing for me with him. A, I'm not ignorant. B, I'm definitely not a bitch. And I'm not going to give you any energy in terms of responding. I just blocked him, and he blocked me. This is the cowardice that we know that exists, right? That we know that number 45 is just fan the flame and fueled this, in my opinion. And it is simply this: hate. It's hate because we have lived in a land where there have been a wealth of differences for decades, for hundreds, for millennia, and surely now little short fat black me cannot push your button that bad to the point where you not only got incensed to think it, but then you took the energy necessary to go in and type it to me, and then you went further because you knew you only wanted it to be a one-sided, this was not a dialogue, this was a monologue on his part, that you literally sent the comment and then you blocked it. You sent the comment and then you cut off commenting, and then he blocked me so that I couldn't report him. But because we live in a phenomenal age of technology, I was able to share that with you all, and you guys sent reports on his behalf, or on my behalf for him. It was just ridiculous. It didn't make any sense. And so I'm not going to give any more energy to that, but I wanted to acknowledge that, hey, I got two other people with me. I want to see who else is with me, y'all. But I just want y'all to know that's the kind of foolishness that we have seen. We have seen that 45 will continuously refuse to denounce segregation, not segregation, white separatists, Well, he probably wants to refuse segregation too, because he keeps talking about these suburbs. Like people of color don't live in suburbs. Like black people don't live in suburbs. Like Hispanic people and Indian people don't live in suburbs. I live in a suburb. I'm in a suburb right now. Like that's crazy. He's gonna protect the suburbs. Like that's pure foolishness. And the fact that he is in a position where he can even say something, and I'm talking about 45 as the he now, that he can even say something as simple as lock her up. And now it's about the governor of Michigan. Y'all know the governor of Michigan just had a dang on threat. Thankfully they thwarted it because the FBI is on top of it and the Homeland Security. But y'all, this woman could have literally been kidnapped. Did y'all see the videos? These people were serious. They had every intention of kidnapping her, and in my opinion, positioning themselves that if they were faced with any kind of opposition that would have been perhaps from her security detail, that they would have taken action. They were not allowing themselves. This was not a elementary kidnapping. This was not, tape her and bind her and get her. They were using assault rifles. They had a video they just showed with this person doing fast reloads, so there would be limited time in between each time that he was not, so he wouldn't be without bullets. This is scary. That is scary. That is scary. And to have someone who is the leader of our country fan the flame of that and encourage that. And then, of course, they circumvented the attempt with the governor of Virginia, too, two of which Trump said liberate in his tweets. And so it's just, let me ask y'all this. So I'm going to ask a question. Given that we're less than 2 weeks away from the election now, and for those that have not yet voted, some are still, early voting opened up in some states yesterday. Early voting in Shelby County and many other states opened up on the 14th. There were other states that had early voting that opened up before then. We have had millions. Last I checked, there were like 28 or 29 million people that had already early voted. What do you think that is saying? What message do you think that is conveying? That we're seeing such high numbers of people taking time and risk to go in the midst of a pandemic to early vote? That's the question number one. The second question is, what do you think should happen to the people that they caught, those 13 people that they caught that were trying to hurt, potentially hurt, but we know at least kidnap the governor of Michigan? I'm just absolutely appalled by it. To know that we live in a country where the person who is supposed to be the key person to unify the country is literally, y'all, creating unbelievable divisiveness. I mean, just division, just chopping it up. And he's making all these rallies and doing all this last minute stuff. I think it's because he's losing, but we're going to talk about that in just a second because I want us to talk about the debate. One of the other things we talked about, that was an option that I gave for us to talk about today, was the voter suppression. We know that the Republican Party has now been credited with placing invalid ballot drop boxes in California. Come on, y'all, really? Again. And then they said that the people that were responsible for this in the state of California, who placed these boxes to capture ballots, think about this. They're going to pursue the attorney general for the state of California said that they were going to determine whether or not this was some kind of violation of the law. How could it not? How could it not be a violation of the law? You're doing the very thing that the person who is the occupant now alleged would happen, but not on the Republican side, on the Democrat side. But the Democrats haven't been charged with anything. So what am I missing? Okay, that's the other thing. And then we got Dr. Fauci. At the time I posted that on Monday, we hadn't even heard this foolishness can y'all please make sure you vote if you haven't done anything? I mean, it's exhausting right now. We know that people are getting exhausted. We know that people have been exhausted because it is exhausting to know that we're human beings and adults with like minds and so much more in common than we have that is not. To have someone that's constantly just tearing down the things that we have that bring us together and tearing down the hope that people have in the government and in politics, and just robbing us of dignity in the world. It's just exhausting. But I'm here to encourage you. You have a voice and you have a right to voice it. Do it in the way of making your vote count. Make sure, if you have not yet voted, to please go vote. We have got to build back better. We are at a critical impasse now as a country that there is no way we will be able to recover if there's, for some godforsaken reason, and I do mean godforsaken because I know that God loves us and he wants us to live a life abundant. And we're not living abundant lives right now with this nut in office, because he's not doing anything that is representing anything that's light and positivity and hope. He is not. But we can get it, and we can make that change together. Okay, I got froze up for a minute. So now y'all listen. Dr. Fauci. What did Dr. Fauci? The man is literally, his day job is not even to do what he's doing right now, which is to literally go on every potential outlet to say to the humans that live in the country that are willing to listen and appreciate and respect science, that you need to make sure that you're doing everything that you can to stay safe, to live. That's what this is. This is not about politics of do you want to wear a mask because you agree or disagree. This is, do you want to live? Do you want your family members to live? Do you want your friends to live? That's what this is. Your neighbors, strangers. Do you want people to live? We have the numbers now that support that Dr. Fauci and what the others that are saying with logic and reason are right. People are not just dying because we got 200 and what, 19, almost 220,000 people that are dead, y'all. That's horrible. And more than 8 million people in cases that have been reported, because you know that the numbers will never truly reflect the number of people, because as we move into the flu season, there are going to be people that may think they have the flu but may in fact have coronavirus, or vice versa. I mean, anybody now that's getting any slight, I can tell you, for the people that live in Shelby County that I've talked to, if they get a slight cold symptom, they're freaking out because they think they have coronavirus. Have you experienced that? Oh my gosh. And then here's the other thing. Dr. Fauci, well respected, highly revered, lauded at the highest level, has worked in conjunction with the White House for decades. To have Donald Trump call this man an idiot and a disaster? Are we kidding? This is proof positive that if you are not aligned with him, if you are not aligned with the foolishness that Trump speaks and does, then he literally wants to do away with you. He said it in the voiceover. I don't know, in the voice clip that he was interviewed. He said he didn't care who heard him, y'all. Like what? Like that he would fire Dr. Fauci if he could, and it not be as big of a bomb as the pandemic is. This man is still holding rallies, y'all, with hundreds of people, with thousands of people, and it's self-serving. It's self-serving because here's what we do. We do the numbers, right? We look at math and science and use logic and reason. And here's what we know. For every person that you know now who is still alive and well, who has been wearing a mask, who's been washing their hands, who's been socially distancing, that is what works. For the states where they've said, oh no, we're not going to listen to science, we're not going to listen to logic, we're going to do whatever the heck we want to do, those states are the states where the numbers are going up. Those states that are in alignment with the Republican logic. And I hate this because the Republican Party is not a bad party. They just got a leader that is not representing them. And the thing for me that's blowing my mind about that is how many Republican members have literally either sat back and said nothing or been okay with the stuff that happened. Like when Donald Trump got impeached, we could have been done then. But no, 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 no. I don't get it. So if anybody out there can answer the question for me on what is motivating them, because I don't think that part and parcel that the Republican Party, and I'm not a political analyst, y'all know that. I'm just speaking from what I've seen and what I know. But for the number of people that are former Republicans or are active Republican Party members that have come forth now and said we're in alignment with Biden, we're endorsing Biden, we voted for Biden, we're supporting Biden, that speaks volumes, doesn't it? I mean, Rudy Giuliani's daughter, his own daughter, and if y'all don't know who Rudy Giuliani is, he is like the mouthpiece and the legalese for Trump's bad bidding. Like he is always in the midst of it. And when the walls come tumbling down on him, I'm sure a lot of people that are connected to him are going to go down too. But his own daughter, Rudy Giuliani's own daughter, literally said, "Listen, I'm going with Biden." Okay, when someone that close to you and knows some of the things, I mean, as a daughter, she may not be privileged to all the information, but you know your family members. You know when your family members are on the right side and on the wrong side, and so you want to go on record so that when history is going back and capturing what happened, you want to be on the right side of history. Rudy Giuliani is on the wrong side of history. I can guarantee you that. And so his daughter is like, nope, Dad, count me out. I'm going to be on the right side of history. So I just want to know, do you have anybody that's still on the fence? Because that's been the thing. You know, the last town hall, which was complete foolishness on Trump's part, was his was a nightmare. Now the town hall that Biden did, I thought was fantastic. I thought Biden's town hall was amazing. Um, so what do y'all think? Dr. Fauci said he's not quitting. Dr. Fauci said I am absolutely going to do what I can. I'm going to continue to do my day job, and I'm going to make sure that I do all I can to keep the American people safe and continue to give them information. God bless Dr. Fauci. He has got to be tired. He has got to be tired. And then we have to talk about the debate. We've got to talk about the numbers. Y'all saw last Friday, Corey Strong came on and gave us a fantastic overview of the Electoral College. And here's why that's important. You'll see that there is, like on CNN, which I told y'all that's where I watch. On CNN, there is a map of the country, and they can manipulate it to say, okay, here are the states we know that are kind of on the fence or up for grabs, I think is how they call them. And for those, they literally can change the color to see if it's going to be blue or red or leaning, and the numbers that are connected to the Electoral College will shift with them. So Biden's camp, Biden and Harris's camp, has been very conservative because we've been here before. We were here when we had this with Trump and Clinton. And because we had 100 million people who did not vote, that left their room for doubt on this Electoral College. So that is why I'm saying that even though I know people have COVID fatigue and I know we have Trump fatigue, oh my gosh, the Trump fatigue is real. Ugh. But even in the midst of that, we've got to just find some reserve energy to push through so that we can have victory. It's as simple as that, right? We need a victory. Pennsylvania, we just got a victory with Pennsylvania. There are things that are happening now that are fueling us to be re-energized. And the victory in Pennsylvania was that the ballots, even though they may have come in after, they still get a chance to be counted up until the 5th, I think, or maybe even the 6th of November. So we are literally, that is huge, because Pennsylvania, that means that there may be votes that wouldn't have been counted, except that we've had to go to the Supreme Court in Pennsylvania, which you shouldn't take that. See, this is what I'm talking about. But they ruled in favor of those ballots being counted. That is big. That is a big, big win. And so we're excited about that. Well, we should be excited about that because it gives us more of an opportunity for there to be a true measurement of voices for all the American people to be heard. What else? What's going on, y'all? Because for the debate tomorrow, okay, let's talk about that. And then we're going to be done. It's amazing how, I mean, 20, 30 minutes just goes by like a blur. And we got to talk about my guest tomorrow too, because I'm super duper excited about Gina. So listen, the debate is tomorrow. It is at 8 o'clock Central. I think that's right, y'all. I'm going to watch, as you know, on CNN. But now listen, even with this, even with something so simple as having a debate, y'all know that the rules of the debate are already long since been established. He canceled the debate because of the alleged COVID, because he didn't want to have it virtually. But now the commission has said that they're going to cut the mics off. Ooh, they're cutting off the mic. And Biden is making his request that Trump be tested and have a negative test before the debate. Now, I don't think he's going to be able to do that because he's still so up in arms. Did y'all see that the man Trump actually almost cursed the reporters out at the I think it was in Arizona where they were just asking questions about it. He was like, why is it so important for you? Why do you feel like you need to know? My doctors, and she said, well, then let your doctors report it for you if you don't want to tell us. My doctors have reported more than any doctors of a human being in the whole world or something crazy. And I was just like, if you're negative, what's the big deal? I mean, if you're testing negative, what am I missing? So, like, if you were in a position, this is just me asking you, if you were in a position where you had coronavirus, you tested positive for COVID 19, and you went through the process, you waited the days, you thought you recovered, and you tested again, which it is possible to test again and still be positive, but you tested negative, wouldn't you just say, yep, I'm negative? Of course you would. Of course you would. Which is why he can't say that, because I can tell you, I know people personally who have tested positive for coronavirus. The 15 days, 12, 15 days had come and gone, tested again, and were still positive. So now his claim to fame is that not only is he not a carrier, he's not positive. He claims he is immune, that he will never get it again. Okay, sure. Because you know what? They said that people with chickenpox, you can only get chickenpox once. I'm a living witness. I'm proof positive. I got chickenpox twice. Hello? You don't know what happens from one person's body to another. So all he has to do is come out and say, I took a test on X day. The last test that I got that was negative was on X day. I tested positive on this day, and I did went to Walter Reed. I got the medicine. I did my wave in the convoy. I came back home even though I was still sick. We don't know, but see, it was so much convoluted foolery connected to that we have absolutely no idea. We don't know. We don't know. So I don't know why it's such a big deal. Because if you're negative, then that should be positive, right? You should be happy to tell the world, I don't have coronavirus. Go figure. But I think there's a reason why he can't say that. And it's not because he wants people to make a big deal of it. I think because he's been lying. That's what I think. So now, I am telling you this, and it is the truth. No lies here. That tomorrow, no, not tomorrow, on Friday, y'all. On Friday, we're going to have a chance to talk about the debate for sure, because we want to make sure you tune into the debate. This will be the last one. So we're on the home stretch, y'all. But on Friday, we're going to talk about the debate. And then I have the most exciting guest. I cannot wait. Can y'all wait? Gina Neely is going to be with me on Live at Lunch on Friday. I am so excited. We've blocked out the hour because I already know that we're not going to be able to get nearly as much information from her and all that she has going on and this fantastic pre-Black Friday deal that she has coming up. She wants to tell you guys about on in 30 minutes. So we blocked the hour. So we're going to have a true lunch for the entire lunch, 60 minutes. But I'm super excited. So y'all think about What are some things that you want to hear from Gina Neely? She's a fantastic celebrity chef. She's a mother. She's a daughter. She has her own line. She's just Gina. She does all these fantastic things. You've seen her on ABC, on Good Morning America. She's an author. She's just got a wealth of things, and I want to talk to her about all of it. I want to hear all about her. And then she's just got the best personality ever. I love her. So I'm looking forward to having Gina Neely on with me live at lunch. She's going to be my lunch guest for Friday. So I want you to be my lunch guest too. Let's have lunch with Gina. Too bad we can't get her to cook us something. Yeah, but that's not this show. All right. So what you know, you got your ginger, mango ginger. I know, Cammy, if you're not on here, I'd be absolutely surprised. I can't see it, but I know you're here, so I'm looking forward to seeing you tonight as part of T Row Crew. We got a couple of people who are T Row Crew members I meet with once a month, and they give me good feedback, so I'm grateful for the T Row Crew. But you guys are part of my T Row Crew too, because you're here with me on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And I missed y'all. I did. I really missed y'all. So here's a hug. From me to you. And yes, I'm wearing blue. I may wear blue from now until November 3rd, until we get our victory, just to put it into the universe. But you know, if you believe in manifestations, then you know you can speak things into existence. So I'm speaking that Joseph Biden will be the 46th president of the United States. How about that? Claim it with me. All right. That's it. That's all. Time went like a blur. I guess I just had a lot to say. Did y'all have? Thank you, Cammy. I don't know. You know, we just. Yes, Cammy. I knew you were on here. I love you. You, True Blue, my ride or dies. Thank y'all so much for always being with me. And listen, share this information. Share my live at lunch with others. I have a YouTube channel that is Tracy T Rowe and Co, that I share my live lunch videos on, so that people can see them and get a chance to see all of them if they have, and make the selection without having to scroll through the page. It is a much easier way to access that information. And we have some really lively discussions. And so I want to make sure that we have an opportunity to share that with others. I am looking forward to Friday. I am looking forward to the debate. I am looking forward to connecting again with you, moreover than anything. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful Wednesday afternoon. It is a beautiful day here, so I wish you a beautiful day no matter the weather, because your beauty comes from inside, right? That's it now. That's truly all. I am delighted to have had lunch with you today, and I hope that you have a wonderful afternoon. Make sure you stay connected. Y'all, don't get tired. It is easy to get fatigued because we have reason to be tired. We have reason actually to be completely exhausted and spent. But find a reserve. If you need a reserve, find a reserve buddy so you guys can cheer each other on and say, okay, we can do this. And stay connected. Make sure you encourage other people to vote. We need every vote, including the group. My Pookies and Poke Chops are voting. Huh? Okay. I'm getting my Pookies and Poke Chops to vote, so you get yours to vote, and we'll get this thing done. I'll see you on Friday, live at lunch with Gina Neely. I hope that you have a wonderful afternoon again. Cyber hugs, one some more. Love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Have a fantastic day. Remember, make every day amazing and live like it's a gift, because it truly is. I'll see you on Friday. Bye.